He is the tinfoil chef, a man with a video love.
Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Alright. Well, here we are once again back in the saloon. It's time to get a little bit of something done. One thing I can do here is this right here, where throw some of these down here. Maybe get another one to put there. Because one of the things about the Old West saloons, and by Old West I'm thinking, you know, 1880s Texas and things like that, or even earlier, is that the saloons, as far as I recall, from any Western I've ever seen, the beer was not a big thing. You know, these guys, you see them walk into the saloon, and they come up to the bar, and what do they ask for? Whiskey. You know, you don't never see one of them asking for beer or wine or coffee or Coke or anything like that. They're looking for whiskey. They want the hard stuff. So this will give that kind of appearance. Let's see, I've got some glass here, and I made it a point to bring some extra water. Little temporary thing here. Yes, I know. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. I know that I could very easily fill these things out of the cauldrons out there, but while it is true, I believe that cauldrons will refill when it rains. This is a mesa. It doesn't rain in the mesa. Alright. For crying out loud. Come on. Click and drag. It's that simple. Come on. That should be enough, actually. Come on. Alright, that looks better. I think it would be better if the things could be rotated a little bit at different angles, and the bottles could be assorted different colors, but that is not to be. Alright. I have to throw those somewhere. In the meantime, get my spruce. Oh, for crying out loud. I have to make another chest just to put these stinking things in. Well, I don't feel like throwing them away, you know. Okay. Alright, so another thing I have to think about, and it's a good thing I put a chest over there, because I need to move this stuff away from the bar. I got to figure out a seating solution for the bar. How do I come up with something like a bar stool? I mean, one way is I could just lay them out, put a block, bang, that's a stool. But it looks frankly like crap. It looks like somebody forgot to do put down something or forgot to get rid of it. Let's see, oak fence. Can I do something with fence posts? I don't know. It looks like somebody's getting ready to tie people up at the bar, and that sounds a little strange. And if I put pressure plates on them, it just looks like micro tables, and that's no good either. Oh, for crying out loud, what is with me and breaking stuff I want to keep. Ugh. Especially since I don't have a whole heck of a lot of spruce wood around here to keep fixing it with. Yeah. So, I'm still trying to figure out something to do with this. Some kind of bar stools. Something I could put up here to function as bar stools. You know, assuming I get that stuff moved, and I will. But in the meantime, I need to fix this mess. Because I've decided that the 2-table thing is just too big. So I'm going to alright, we'll make this one a one-seater table. Well, a single unit like that one. And yeah, oh, that's right. I was going to go with, let's go with some oak for the seating, because I think the birch is just a little too bright and cheery-eyed or whatever. Oh, come on. And maybe some carpet of some color or something at the tables. Something like that. Varying distances for the chairs. Maybe somebody's pulled up, maybe somebody's sitting back. And maybe that one needs to be moved a block or two this way, I'm not sure. So I'm going to come over here and just make another mess. All right. Hey, great. Well, maybe not so great. Do I have any glowstone here? No, I don't. I'll have to get some. But, because I think maybe some glowstone in the ceiling might be good for lighting, or the glowstone with panes in it to make it look almost, sort of kind of chandelier-ish. I could do something really chandelier-ish with fence posts, but it would involve having a much higher ceiling. And I think the ceiling does need to be at least 1 block higher, because as it is, the top shelf here is useless. You can't put anything on it. I mean, even if I change the slabs out for carpet, you still can't put anything on it, because the thing just isn't going to be big enough. So I may have to do something like that. And let's see. I'll throw down another one here. Yeah, something like that. At least it starts to get the right look and feel to it. I'm not sure about the torch on the table thing, but it looks good for right now. But no. Saloon is not a place for a candlelit dinner or anything like that. It's a place where people go to get hammered. You know, that sort of thing. Okay, it's not great yet up here, and I think I am going to have to raise the ceiling up a block. That's going to be fun, and I'll do it off camera. All right, in here, I don't have very much. Do I have any spruce in here? Yes. Okay. There's a couple of stacks, 3 stacks of it to start with. That's good. Let's offload some of this other stuff. All right. The idea here would be to just well, that probably needs to be there, but now we'll just throw some torches in here. This area is not meant to be seen by the public because this is going to be where the shuffling mechanism ends up getting put in. And yes, the ceiling in this area will definitely be raised up some yet to be determined distance to allow enough room to accommodate the mechanism. Yeah, so and this is all I'm going to do with this for right now. I'll finish that later, but that's the general idea of what I need to do with that. But yeah, the gaps are not going to be good, so and that's going to have to fill in at least that much. And then of course you have the resulting effect of the outhouse door recessed a bit, which is fine. As a matter of fact, somebody, and I'm sorry I don't remember who, suggested something that would help make this look a little better. Let's see, no, I need dark oak, and I got just one left. Okay, so put this there. Got some slabs. Dark oak wood slabs, excellent. And yeah, okay. All right, first up, let's get a hopper. Some tripwire hooks. All right. Okay, let's throw a slab there and a slab there. Okay, yes, that does make it look a little better. And I'm going to throw the hopper just down like that, and tripwire hook, and that looks reasonable. Yeah, that's going to work right there all by itself. Now, this thing, suggestion involving the use of a villager in there as cashier. It would require a little bit of modification, which is why I brought in some of this. All right. Because if I take this door out and replace it with one of these that has more of a rusted metal door, bars kind of look, without being an iron door that annoys the daylights out of me, and then in here would have to change a little bit. so take that out. Remove that and that and that. Birch there. All right. That would be there. Get that rid of that one. Here, here, and there. Okay, that part's good. And then there and there. And let's see. Yeah, there was some more iron bars available. Good. And we have here. That way, connecting over to that. That there. And if I put something here, yeah, that would go all the way across. No good. Yeah, so that gives us a sort of a teller cage kind of thing. Granted, there's no obvious way in and out, but if I put a villager in there, or have a villager put in there, I don't want him getting out, walking around, so yeah. And then this is still available if anybody wants to come in, use an ender chest, or whatever. Yeah. Then I'd have to recenter the cashier sign over there. And I think that's the way I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay, this thing is starting to look like it might actually come together in time. And that's good. Let's see. 24 fence. I'll have to get started anyway. Okay, now in here, something like this. Not quite. Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright. Now if I make these taller, and then taller again, let's see, let's get some more slabs. If I got any stone slabs. Yeah. I don't know, maybe this would be better off being some kind of carpet or something. And now this is wrong, because the shelving cannot be allowed to look like it's floating free like that. So if okay, it works on the bottom but not on the top. I don't know. It looks like it wants to be shelving or shelf or table or something, but it's not quite the the basic rack of shelves that I had in mind. Basically, you know, like a post here, and another one here and here, and shelves going between them as the posts go up toward the ceiling. That's what I was aiming for, but I'm not getting it. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time offline working on ways to make that look right, if I can come up with one, and maybe looking at some other folks' builds to see how they have accomplished things like that. But yeah, it's kind of sort of getting there. The next biggest part of this thing is going to be literally raise the roof and get this floor in and get the shuffling mechanism installed here, which is going to mean basically running back and forth between here and over there a lot as I basically copy what's built over there up here, and so on. Let's see. Oh yes, that's right. There. And probably have this go all the way across down to about, say, here or so. Something like that. Yeah. But it's starting to kind of shape up. Like it might actually look like it's like what I want it to be. This is totally wrong, by the way. Yeah, it is. It's sort of kind of almost representative of what I was trying to go for based on a suggestion, but I'm not getting there yet. Come on. Alright, so yeah. I still got to work on something to make it look like shelving for boxes and crates or whatever, you know, whatever might be in the storage room of a saloon. Not really sure what most of that would be. And it probably wouldn't, in any kind of scale, be nearly this big. You know, there's going to be a room to store kegs of beer and cases of bottles of whiskey and stuff like that, you know, and maybe a few odds and ends and whatnot, but not really a whole heck of a lot more than that. I don't know. In any event, I feel like I've made some progress here, and I know what I got to be doing next, and that bit with getting that shuffling machine over here, I'm going to do that whole bit off camera, because yeah, it's going to take a painful amount of running back and forth and a painful amount of time to get it done and working, and I think it would be a bad idea to try to do it on camera. You know, it really would. And I figure folks have been really great in regard to this channel in recent months. Things have gone very, very nicely. Subscribers are up over 14,000, which is freaking amazingly fantastic. And I have noticed that views per video have been going way north of what I'm accustomed to, and that is also awesomely cool and amazing and fantastic, and that's really great. See, not too awfully long ago, a few months back, I came to a point of I was doing too much. I was trying to do too many things, too much, and so on. And so I chilled everything out and cut back severely. I cut back to where I was only doing Hermitcraft. And that was not intended to be a forever thing, but just to kind of give myself some breathing space and figure out what was the best things to be doing. So I got Hermitcraft going exclusively for a while, and then here recently I've started up doing a single player series again, breaking out the old main world and doing stuff in there again, trying to get caught up with the 11 bazillion projects I've got there, and I'm making some good progress with that, doing some cool stuff there. And I've been thinking about doing something else now that things seem to be stable with that, stable with Hermitcraft and so on. And tell me this, what would you think of a 7 Days to Die single player? And I was playing that for a while, and then I ran into some computer difficulties that made it actually impossible to play. You may recall the graphics card issue that I had a while back. Yeah, that made it impossible to play the game, so I had to stop. And even now, my frame rate is not exactly, well, it's not the large amount of frame rate that I get on Minecraft, we'll put it that way. It's more like 15 to 20 sometimes. Yeah, but it's still, in my opinion, looks reasonably good, sounds good, and so on and so forth. And I am seriously thinking about giving it a shot, because Alpha 14 of 7 Days to Die came out a few months ago, and I've been watching video. It looks good, it looks like fun. I want to get into it, and Alpha 14 is supposed to be the last save, the last update that will break a previous game save, which means starting an LP in Alpha 14 could conceivably be continued through future updates without having to reset the world and start all over again. And what? How did I end up under the table? That was weird. Totally glitchified. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. And in the meantime, I am going to take probably a day or 3 getting that mechanism moved over here and hooked up and working and approaching some semblance of doing something good. And once I've got the whole interior of this place done, at least as far as I'm able to do it, oh, I forgot some here, then what I want to do is very likely get out the diamonds and hire somebody to come in and do some interior decorating, interior and exterior decorating, landscaping, whatever, to help flesh out the whole Old West kind of 1880s Texas feel of this thing, so that it can be ready when I need it to be ready. In the meantime, I'm starting to ramble without doing very much. This is a sure sign that it's time for me to shut up and say, thanks for watching, take it easy, I'm out of here.